Okay, good evening, everybody. It's 7:05 p.m. here on Tuesday, April 26th. My name is Michael Goyu. I am co-chair of the Hawaii State Convention 2022 DPH State Convention. With us tonight is Vice Chair of the Affirmative Action Committee, Tony, and we have committee members Lori and Janelle. With that, we have quorum. Thank you all for spending part of your Tuesday evening with us. So we're going to jump right into it and pick up where we left off, but this time using the new formatted version that Lori gave us. And hopefully this is the right document. So it has the table of contents. Okay.
Michael, I don't think that's it, because I don't remember it having highlights. Yep, that's not it.
Okay, well then let me go grab it. Let me go find it. And talks amongst yourselves.
How's everyone doing this evening?
Good.
Pretty good. Fired up. How you doing?
I'm good. I just have my son's basketball, which he's just turned 4. He's not really interested.
4 years old, and what kind of is it, an organized basketball league?
Yeah, it's I-9. So they were supposed to do a 4-year-old league, but they didn't have enough 4-year-olds. So then it was supposed to be 4 or 5, but then they didn't have enough for that either. So it's 4, 5, and 6. So he's like the smallest and the youngest, and
oh my god,
he's just all over the place. He was much better at t-ball, but he's, it's good for them to try new things. So
yeah,
we'll see.
That's so cute.
Yeah. It's funny because they're still learning the whole like dribble pass thing. Instead, it's like, I'm gonna hold it and you chase me and then I'll try to shoot. So, yeah.
Oh my god. Janelle, how many kids do you have?
2. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah. Do you guys have kids?
I do. I have 3.
Oh.
3, but we're nearly empty nesters.
Aww.
Yes. So I have a 26, a 22, and a 20-year-old.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Aww.
So hence the lots of time and more involvement and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told my husband, because well, there's 2 things, because my son's teacher sent a picture today and I was like, oh, he looks like a big boy. I'm not liking it. And he's like, I like it. I'm like, soon there'll be a time he doesn't want to like hold my hand and doesn't want to be seen with me, It's like, I want to do more things, but between them being so young and work, I try to I want to be active, but it's hard. So I'm glad to be part of this and working with all of you. So.
Yes, for sure.
There we go. Okay.
I was just about to exit to see if I could help you.
I figured out what the problem was. Okay, yeah, there we go. That looks right.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so this is the new format. I thought I put it in the folder. I guess I did not. That's okay. So
committee 2.
What was that?
It's the -2, right?
Yeah, the formatted Affirmative -2. Yeah.
Great. Let's see here.
So, okay. Yeah, this has all the right edits. Okay, so if I remember correctly. Okay, oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
So if I may, Michael,
sure.
per the committee's request, what I did was from the edits, dump everything in it as is, right? I didn't make any changes or anything. Now, there was a couple things that, as you'll see right here on 1 and 2, where you have the invitation and the state party chair, that didn't quite fit into like goals. It was more policy.
Mhm.
So I just put that, right there.
Hmm.
I didn't think that it was actually a goal. And that was something that I had asked, is there a separate document for policies? Because this sounds more like a policy rather than a goal. So
More
I
of a requirement.
put that up there. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah, it works for me.
Um,
Work for everybody else?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, this next part, this overarching affirmative action plans and goals, this pretty much, we can eliminate this. It just kind of summarizes the goals. And I can, so I kind of just put that there. We can eliminate that. When we scroll down, you'll see a landscape goal, communication, diversity, and outreach. I try to categorize it. So just keep in mind that we can eliminate that whole table. It's just a supposed summary of the goals that we're going to be going over. So if you go down, current landscape and action plan, this is where we start. And it seemed like we were talking about collecting data, right?
Yep.
And so I dropped all of those goals in there. I kept the numbers like 2A, just so you guys would be able to see where it came from. So feel free to, if you're like, that doesn't look, and let me just explain this part too, if I may. So the goals here, that's a goal, but this format is an action plan. So the first goal is, we can mark it like 1-1. For a convention, there shall be made available an affirmative action questionnaire for all convention delegates. And this, I had a question on what the whole purpose of anyway, after the goal, then you would proceed with what are those action steps to achieve that goal. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So for this, where it says 1, there'd be the steps that needed to
Yes.
everything that needs, okay.
You got it.
Because you have goal 2A down here, but this is just goal up here. So.
Yeah, because that actually didn't have, like when I was deconstructing it and pulling it from the former our edited version, it didn't actually even have a number.
Okay. Okay, I see it. So.
And I can fix it up once we finish up everything with the.
Part of me saying that since that these two tables should be split, goal, one without the number, and then goal 2A, or we go back in and put a number in there for that. Because being a little anal retentive, it makes my mind go, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anybody else agrees with that, but that's just me. That either that or we if we keep them together, we got to either number it or we got to split the tables apart because.
Yeah, we can number it.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see where. Okay.
So if that's 1, we start off with 1 then, right? And it would be 1A, and then that would be 1. 1B.
Okay. Okay. Okay, go. This is 1A again. And then 2A. Okay, so what are the steps to achieve this goal?
Wait, hold on a minute here. We're
Well,
looking at, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
On page 5?
Well, like what we did was develop, right? The committee will develop a affirmative action survey, which I think is on our agenda tonight.
Yeah. For any convention, there shall be made available an affirmative action questionnaire for all convention delegates to elicit voluntary self-identification of the delegate's race, ancestry, national origin, ethnic origin, religion, age, disability, gender identity, gender expression, sexual orientation, other self-identification. So the 1A would be the questionnaire would be distributed or I guess, announce that it is available at the beginning of every meeting of the SEC or any Democratic Party of Hawaii, Democratic Party of Hawaii meeting. There needs to be essentially like a pitch to this exists, and so please take it. So for any convention. So and in terms of convention, it should be not necessarily a convention, but any meeting, which would, I mean, right? Because the thing, people are going to take this thing as the seasons progress, and we're going to get more and more data collected as time goes on. So the strategy for getting this done is, from leadership, we have to basically make the field pitch to take the survey at the beginning of every single meeting. So we have to impress upon all of the the chairs of every single Democratic meeting that is taking place. Hey, this is happening. And then additionally, in any correspondence that any state or county party is doing, the link to the survey should be included in the emails. So that way it is pitched face to face on any meeting that we have, and then via email digitally. And then the other thing would be, also distributed. Oh gosh, we can't just put this out on Twitter or anything. So yeah, that would be it. Any internal email, and then any meeting, this has to be pitched as how we're going to get the word out. And then we can make another and good faith efforts for people to talk amongst themselves and distribute it amongst party members offline as well. So those 3 things. Does that make sense?
Then I guess we need to change the goal to simplify it, and maybe say an affirmative action questionnaire will be made available to elicit volunteer, anything else.
Is there and I don't know the legality of everything, but you know how when you register to vote, right? I did it so long ago. I don't remember if it asked any of these questions, but if there was a way to access that data, because then that would also allow us to be able to, but I'm sure there could be like some type of programming of algorithm to figure out like
doing a data match.
Yeah, because I filled out my voting stuff so long ago. I can't remember. Doesn't it usually ask your race? At least race, right? And gender, I think. Or I'm just don't remember.
I guess.
Okay, before everybody goes down this road, we're not going to get that data.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So that data does not get, all the thing we get from them is if we're their name, first name, last name, address, and in some cases we don't even get their residence address because that's blocked by court order or by request, and then a mailing address for voters. So And so we like, we don't even get birth dates from them.
Okay.
Or we
I
actually,
wonder.
no, we don't get birth dates. And so, yeah, so the data is very limited. We're not going to get it from the Office of Elections, well, actually the county clerk's office now. So, because it all comes from the county clerk. So we get 4 different voter files from 4 different counties to bring it into the system. For this data, it's something we'd have to, this questionnaire is where we're going to get this data.
Okay.
Again, it all has to be self-reporting again.
I'm wondering if some of the candidates would be willing to incorporate, you know how we get the flyers in the mail. I'm wondering if someone would be like willing to incorporate, like, say, like a link where people could go and register, like do the survey.
I think that they
probably not.
Well,
probably not, because they're trying to get voters, and they're trying to get votes. They're not trying to get us data. Because we don't share that data. This data wouldn't be shared with them anyways. It'd be for internal use only.
Right.
So, and we only would be able to use it in the coordinated camp. The only time they'd even have access to it is the coordinated campaign. So I think we just need to stick to what we can do internally, and not look at outside resources for this.
So if I may, let's think about the entry point to the party is the registration, right? You go online, you register. So I'm wondering if that link to that survey can be part of that registration. So that's
like on the website, like
Huh?
on the DPH website where you join the party.
Yes.
So the link should be there, along with the or after you register, it should prompt you to take the affirmative action survey.
Yeah, right. Okay. So that's new, I guess, entry level. Now, when you're talking about people that are already in the party, then you're talking about people involved in the conventions, et cetera, right? So then, like Tony was saying, I don't know if this is something that the chairs can be responsible for, or at the at the state level, at the convention.
Well, because later on we are putting together the affirmative action committee. It would just be an agenda item on everyone's meeting, because all the meetings do have agendas. So if it was just stipulating that all the agendas of the meetings, we need to do a pitch for the taking the survey. I think we could, we can't mandate it, right? But we can put wording in there that, hey, we strongly suggest that you are, at the beginning of the meeting, it's a 10-second thing. Hey, everybody, here is the link. Just fill this out so we can get a sense of who we are as a party at the beginning of every single meeting, if you have not done so already. So, and that's what the language should be. It shouldn't be like, like strongly, so 2 things. First of all, the point of entry thing, like when we join the party, yes, people should be prompted to take the affirmative action survey right after they submit their submit their party registration. And then subsequently, for follow-up at every meeting, we need to ask them very, very strongly to do a survey pitch, and then also on any digital correspondence that goes out to announce the meetings, hey, everybody, fill out this, like in the emails themselves. And again, we're asking the party chairs, all the chairs of all the various committees and caucuses, please include this, right? So how do we say that in words, I guess? So there's 2 buckets, right? So 1 should be, first and foremost, create the survey, which we have, right? And then so 2 is on the website after the survey. And this is something that, like, Michael, do you think the party would allow something like that to happen, where along with the registration, we also ask people after they've submitted their registration to take the survey?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 is create the survey. 2 is the point of entry survey. So when people join the party, after they click submit, you know, they get a pop-up or a follow-up a message saying, please take our affirmative action survey right as they register. And I think people would be most likely to take it then.
Yep.
And then 3 is going forward, because we know people won't take it. It's constantly prodding people at every single meeting, and then also in any digital correspondence regarding the meetings.
Okay, so hold up.
Sorry.
You're going too fast. Okay, point of entry, link it to the survey. All electronic communications from the party.
Yes.
Okay, communications right from the party. What was the next one?
And then an announcement or agenda item at every party meeting, asking people to take the survey.
Okay. Okay, there's that word again. Every party meeting. So you guys, if you really like that, really want to do it, that's great. I'm going to warn you that that will probably get your, if people actually read this, get this plan pulled and have that stricken.
Okay.
I'm wondering if, I'm sorry, I'm wondering if like 3, we can say survey to be embedded in all electronic communications, because it is voluntary.
Mhm.
So if, if agendas go out, that survey is going to be embedded in that. So you're going to see it there.
I think that's good.
And maybe it doesn't have to
Okay,
be.
so what's the change? What's the change?
So number 3, survey to be embedded in all electronic communications, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay. My only concern with that is I don't think well, if people read this and if people take action on this, which hopefully they will, I mean, we're asking them then to, like, on Twitter or Facebook, is that an electronic communication? So
I would think emails, like only
yeah,
emails.
embedded in emails. Yeah. So
Yeah.
say emails.
Like meeting agendas on the bottom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think real world.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody makes up their own agendas. The only people that the agendas are being made for them are for the SCC. So your district chair will make their own agendas. We can request it. So
request,
just keep those things. Because if you do it, we can put a footer at the bottom of every email that has the link to it. You do run this risk of it becoming white noise and people just ignoring it and not seeing it. Just something for you to think about, because there's going to need to be a push at the beginning to get people to take it, and then then after that, having that available in every email. It's not a bad thing, but just that there becomes the digital overload that I always get blamed for. I always get accused of with my emails. For those of you who get my caucus emails, they can go on to 3 or 4 pages because I cover a lot of ground. But anyways, just something to think about.
Could we do like a little PSA, like a short video, like not even a minute or 2, like a little video, and then a link could be that to just like, so if it can be played at meetings or even be on the website, so it's a reminder of something to do, so we don't have to overflood Just like, hey, I don't know. Like, hey.
I feel like that we could suggest that, and I think that we should, but like mandate, because I mean, I'm working on a video series for the Oahu County Democratic Party right now, and it is a pretty big lift, just even as simple as the program is. I feel like as a tactic, we should absolutely suggest that, but it is a big deal to make like a video. I mean, it only has to be made once, but like we have to purposefully make it and do all that sort of stuff, which is a whole bunch of stuff to consider. I think we should. I think we absolutely should, but I feel like it should be like a suggested tactic, or
Okay.
along with that, and maybe so maybe four. So create the survey, point of entry link in the survey, link to the survey, requested to be embedded in the emails, announcements at every party meetings, and then 5 is requesting that the party also on an ongoing basis create fun tools that we could use to further expose people to the. Sorry.
You cannot say things, have the party do something, because when you say that, remember, you are the party. So
Right.
you either have to give it to that the standing affirmative action committee will X, Y, or Z.
Okay.
So 5 is what? Let's try that again. Take 2.
Take 2. So 5 is authorizing the standing affirmative action committee to create ongoing digital content in that will support people taking the survey.
What is it? Digital assets.
Yes.
So it could be a meme, it can be a video.
To encourage people to take the survey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not people, members.
Members. Apologies.
No. Don't apologize. Take the survey. Okay.
Yeah. Especially if there's like something like just a little short or a little something, especially if members choose to play it at meetings, then while they're setting up, it could be something that could, play on the screen, or just have something pop up so they can encourage participation.
I would avoid getting any more prescriptive than you already have.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so are we all good with those 5 things?
So yeah.
Oh, did you see the change
Yes.
up there for any party meeting at all conventions? Because conventions, the party actually has full control over.
Okay.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. I could take out standing affirmative action and just say the committee when we just put somewhere else in the document. Whenever you see the committee, it refers to the affirmative action committee. Or should I just keep on copying and dropping it in everywhere so people understand who we're talking about?
Yeah. It's probably best to spell it out. Not waste the ink, but use the ink. Yeah.
It helps if I put a space in between. Anyways, okay, so step number 1.
Okay.
We'll
develop and implement as accurate. Okay. Okay, so we'll develop and implement as accurate a picture of the party as. Okay. So, go ahead. Sorry.
What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you're suggesting here?
So it's reviewing the data that was gathered from the survey.
And doing what with
Ass-
it? Because
assess-
yeah, if you read it, that's great. You reviewed it instead of use the data to create a pie chart.
Yeah, assessment of data. Assessment of data to create a standing party representation pie chart.
And with that being said, so returning to that first goal, we're gonna have to set the, when that survey is open, right?
Mm.
That window to collect the data.
To create a digital to give use the data collected to a digital representation
A digital model. I don't know.
model.
Yeah.
If we use a Google form, I mean, it'll summarize it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It'll summarize that data.
Because the idea behind affirmative action is making sure our party looks like the community. So we should have and compare it to an actual
Like a census of the.
Yeah.
use and compared to the latest US Census data.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we better make sure our questionnaire also,
Matches has comparable data.
yeah.
Mhm.
How about that? So now it gives you the caveat to
Yeah.
Mhm.
because we're going to want to know where they go Southeast Asian. We actually want to break it down into Thai versus
Yeah.
Yep. We want to disaggregate the data.
Yeah.
You always want to give yourself an out so you can
Yep.
do. And then okay, if that's how far you want to go down, how far you whatever. Okay, so use the data collected to create a digital model and compare it to the latest US Census data for Hawaii. Comma as much as possible. And put the Okina in. There we go.
What is the shortcut for the Okina key? Like, do you have it mapped somewhere? Because
I just spell out the word, put a space in the thing, put an apostrophe, and it makes it the Okina and delete the space. There's a short key thing that I never remember it because it changes depending on what document you're in. So
gotcha.
So yeah, so like I just did with Hawaii, spell out Hawaii, go back, apostrophe, delete the space, there's your Okina.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Apparently it's the long way of doing it, but it works for me.
Yeah.
It's how I make sure it's an Okina versus an apostrophe.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do with the model now?
Okay. So we had the model, well,
This is where we would have the discussion on what communities need to be recruited to, and to make sure everyone's being represented. Would we then have to what do you call it, partner up with the outreach program or the outreach committee, or is that
Well,
too much?
Well, first so you have the data, you have the two comparisons, and then you analyze to pinpoint the communities that need specific outreach to, right? And you go, okay, I spelled analyze wrong, didn't I? Why didn't it give me a thingy? I spelled it so bad it doesn't even know what it.
I'm a bad speller, so
Dr. Lori, how do you spell analyze? You're on mute.
You're muted.
ANALYZE.
Okay. Okay, so is everybody cool with that? Analyze to pinpoint the communities that need specific outreach to. Then 3,
The Standing Affirmative Action Committee will work with the Outreach Committee to develop a plan to reach out to the underrepresented communities.
I know how to spell outreach. I guess don't need the how does that look? Is that what she said?
Committee to develop a plan.
Oh, committee.
Yeah.
Community outreach committee.
To the specific underrepresented communities.
Underrepresented communities.
Yeah.
Underrepresented. And should we include the membership committee?
Yes. So work with the standing
Yes.
community. Yeah.
Underrepresented. There we go. Try that. Okay.
Oh, common sense things take a lot of words.
Mm-hmm. It's common sense is not that common.
Yeah.
So what's 4? Implement the plan?
Implement the plan, and yeah.
5.
Audit the results on a annual basis.
I'd like to suggest, instead of develop a plan, maybe to create matrix and strategies, because I think that's probably,
Isn't that part of the plan?
Mhm.
yeah,
Your strategy is your plan, right?
Mhm.
yeah, I guess. I mean,
And actually develop.
because
How
this
about-
is the action plan, so I'm just thinking of, yeah, I guess that's fine.
Because your strategy is your plan, or what if there's you can do you want to prioritize the communities? Because you can't do everything at once. There's going to be communities that are underrepresented. And the way this reads now, it's like, okay, we're going to do them all. And would you want them to, the standing,
Like identifying the most glaring needs, and then
so like that'd be number like 2A,
That's
2B, or
That's,
part of 2A? Or
because
is it
part of
part-
2 is to analyze and come up with a baseline, right?
Mhm.
Of where we're at. And then from there, we're gonna have the US Census data for Hawaii. With the data we collect, we're gonna kind of compare them. That's our baseline. And now what are our strategies to increase?
So, okay. Do you think two covers that? Do you
Oh,
think we do? Do you think we need to prioritize, or what's the other word? Triage? Or do you think that cover it's good enough in two? I'm just asking questions. So.
No, yeah. I do think two is sufficient as it is.
Okay.
But does everybody else just?
It gives them enough. I think it gives them enough room to work in.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Should we, for number 3, should we say suggest to work with outstanding? Because do you think they will work together? Like, will they be willing to work all together, or how do you think that would?
You put the ask out there, but and it depends on who the chair is. If
Okay.
he says, they say, using gender neutral terms, if they say, okay, this is your next project, like, because like the community outreach team committee and the membership team will be doing their own things, but you'll then hopefully have this data or whatever data you do have heading into the legislative session that the legislative committee will suck up a lot of the oxygen in the room, or should, if but we still, with the understanding that there are people that don't care about legislative policy, and they're here for other reasons, and this may be one of the things they want, is they want to reach out, they want to get to know who their neighbors are. So this gives people the opportunities to be involved with our party at a different level, and something that's not necessarily political, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So this it dovetails nicely. It gives people different avenues at different times of the thing. So
Okay.
but are you all happy with the way that reads? Do you want to make it bigger?
Yes, please.
I know I'm doing the look.
Why didn't you ask? This is the affirmative action. When I can see what Janelle had for lunch, I know I was doing something wrong.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize, but it's really this. You're the Chinese.
I know,
So,
I got the close look. I'm sorry.
But so you're all happy with the way that reads?
Yeah, I'm.
Okay. Might there be a 6 amending? Well, or maybe it should be before the 5 is to incorporate new data collected from the survey as
Adjust the plan as we call it, like adjust the plan as the data comes in, basically, something like that. Like allow flexibility for people to adjust as time goes on. Yeah. So I guess that would be a 5. Yeah.
I think that's 6.
Yeah.
Um,
as more data. Oh goodness.
I think the report, though, has to be developed after you analyze the data. So it would follow number 2. Once you analyze the data, then you're actually creating a report with recommendations for with.
Okay, so maybe it's at the end of, so analyze to pinpoint the communities that need specific outreach to and generate a formal report.
Got it. Yep.
Did you really want formal in there?
No, I'm just too florid.
We could say super formal. We could say top secret, super formal. I'm just kidding. I'm a little-
A chillax report. How about that? No.
Okay. How's that? Okay.
Okay.
Everybody good?
I don't know if we are adjusting the plans as new data. Again, this survey is going to be, we're going to push for the survey for a window of time.
Not
Because-
according, no, not according to what we just wrote in the other thing. It doesn't say, it says
I
at
mean,
all
it has to
meetings.
be an annual.
Yeah.
an
So
annual
so
basis.
yeah.
So then we have to go back up and adjust the thing saying to us what the specific window of time. So all the meetings between A and Z, what A, B, then, because the way it reads currently, the way I'm interpreting it, is that this survey's ongoing in perpetuity
Yeah.
until the next plan comes along. And that,
I think it would benefit the party if we have a window, we do it annually, because then we can evaluate, the progress we're making, right?
okay, so we're gonna put a pin in this and we're gonna come back to this. Let's go back to the top. Okay. The way this reads, for any party, there's no end time, there's no, because if we're embedding it into all email communications during this specified, then we put in during this specified period.
So how soon can we do this? Because you see that second column is a start and end.
Mhm.
So we can insert, what is the start? How soon can we get it? And
Realistically, 2 weeks after convention, because the addendum will have the survey, so the survey is going to already be approved by the body. The standing affirmative action committee doesn't need to do anything. It just needs, the survey just needs to go out. Because if this committee's ready to form that survey to have it go out, that it's part of your plan. So that takes gives the chair the time to appoint the affirmative action coach or chairs or vice chairs or whatever they're called these days. I don't know. So because in realistic terms, 2 weeks after the state convention, something can go out, but staff is usually burnt by the end of state convention, and we have filing. The filing deadline is like 5 days later, 7 days later, something like that. So there's other things we got to keep those into considerations too.
Could the survey be open for because especially since it's new and then it would have to be put in embedded into things, do 6-month windows, maybe have it done, collect data for 6 months and then assess that stuff, but while still continuously collecting data for the second part of the next phase. There's the first phase, 2-part phase to it each year.
because I think we have a time frame to report something in January, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, and the other thing is we need to be specific in terms of the data does, we have the periods where it's going out, right? But we keep the data in perpetuity. So it's the survey, this to this, and then the next segment, but we also keep the previous data too, right? So it's so it's both technically ongoing, but we're allowing flexibility to, fine tune the survey across each period of time, I guess. So
yeah.
So how long do you want it to go for? So in realistic terms, I'd say the soonest you could get it done, get it started is 2 weeks after the state convention. And then do you want to end it end of November. Then it gives you a month and a half to do the data analyzing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Actually, anybody give me a date in November.
November 30th.
I don't remember how many days there are in November.
No.
I don't remember my own name today.
Is it 30
I almost
or is
forgot
it-
about this meeting.
It
I
is
almost told
30.
it Tony. Oh, wait a minute, that's not nice. This is being recorded. Hi, everybody in Zoom land.
No,
My
I
name-
deserve that. I deserve that.
My name's Tyler. Okay, so there you go.
That's good.
Responsible party, the 2022 action committee 20 state convention. That's what I'm looking for. Party chair. Party chair. County chairs.
Caucus chairs too, or
district chairs. And DPH staff. Because they'll help get the email out. Budget,
And everybody.
all call. But you do all call people and say, oh, it's not my job. That's why you want to do the laundry lists. Budget, how much is this going to cost? We're going to say
this.
free.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is a.
Okay, so that needs to be filled out after they do everything, correct?
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so there we go. Okay, so now that we have that, we go back here, then we take out this.
So yeah, audit the results on a semi-annual basis.
How about audit results every 6? Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody happy with that?
Yep.
Use the right. Okay, so there we go. Okay, moving right along. Next. Yeah. Don't do that, do that, that. Okay, so the chair, vice chair, and committee members are responsible for implementing this affirmative action and keeping the state central committee informed of its process of progress.
So this could even be digital communication, right? So the Standing Affirmative Action Committee. I mean, are we setting limits? I mean, basically, it's like, this is what we're doing. Well, this is what the Standing Affirmative Action Committee is doing. This is what we've done. But you should present like email correspondence to the chair, vice chair, and committee members. The question is, how often is everybody meeting? Is the thing, because really it should be just sending an email saying this is what we're doing. Quick agenda items that like before we're meeting. You know.
This is my suggestion. States.
Okay.
Is that good enough?
That makes sense, and it goes along with the data windows too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the committee shall implement its plan for internal education. And okay, so Oh, it's 10. I'll play with that later. Or whoever wants to pretty it up. Anyways. Okay, so the committee shall implement its plan for the internal education. Didn't we?
And before you go any further, so the goals would change to 2, right? 2A, 2B. Since the last goals were 1.
1B, 1C. Okay, you want this? So this is now.
Under communication, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so communication is now 2. 2A. That looks like I can't read that. So that's 2A. It now becomes 2B or not 2B. 2C. Bar. Oh, sorry. So this is now becomes 2A. Okay, so 2A. So, and then this becomes 2B. Come on, someone say it. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Be or not to be.
Thank you, Janelle.
That is the question.
You get the cookie for the day. Okay, so
Like, well, that's going to be based off of the data. So,
yeah, so here, move that up.
Suggest workshops based off of collected data, I guess, or educational.
Using the data collected, provide presentation to all. Current, what's the current? The current.
Current landscape, I think we called it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go. Thank you. Okay. So this has an S. Going back off of this date up here, you now have the, so moving into January, so on or before March 1st of 2023, month and a half.
Yeah.
And then E equals MC squared.
So November, so December, January, February, March, April. So it'll be May, was it May 31st, 2023, which is 6 months after the last data window ended.
Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? Yep, okay. Actually, anyway, the committee shall prepare and present a report on its work and recommendations for action to the state central committee on a semi-annual basis. Did we just do that?
Yeah, we did. This is just codifying that this goes like there's
We
a
did-
continuous report is. So can we?
2A, implementing, well, these are they're doing two different things. So
Okay.
I'm going to just copy and paste what we have here into that.
Okay. And they can report.
Is-
Yeah, it can be part of the same report.
Or be a totally different report
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
because it's doing different things. Okay, each county chair is recommended to establish a county committee. Its county chair will do. Oh, that sounds bad. The county chair will. Okay, there you go. And so, and actually that becomes, that should be 2C. Oh, wait, that's 2D. I don't think it gets one of these
Yeah.
unless. What does it need, Lori? It looks like you want to. What should it have?
No, because we said it was at the chair's discretion, so it's,
I'm gonna take out this line then,
okay.
just because. Okay. That and there you go. Okay. Diversity. Oh, look at that. We're on page 8 of 11. Yay. Okay. So now this is 3A. I see. Now it matches up. 1, 2, now it's 3.
Sure does.
Okay.
And see, this also seemed very, very much like a policy, but I just dropped it in. I wasn't sure
Mhm.
where to put it.
How am I give you? I'll give it one thing. Party. I might get one. 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see where I'm going with that?
Yep.
Like it.
To encourage appointments to meet these goals. Okay. Sometimes my brain does work. Okay. At all party levels, concerted efforts shall be made to expand volunteer participation that would include a broad and diverse cross. And so we're going to take this one,
Yeah.
take it out of that, put it down here. It may seem like I'm cheating because I am.
Nope.
No.
that's good.
Nope.
Excellent. You're doing great.
Okay. The affirmative action plan and diversity policy shall be considered and implemented in the appointment of convention committees and the writing and implementation. We're gonna do, I'm gonna cheat again. We're gonna take this. Put that there. And I'm also gonna go up here and take that as well. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Times 2, paste. And get rid of that. Okay. Oh, God, another one? No. Okay, so that was 3. This should be 4.
Mhm.
Okay, 4B. 4C. For the foreseeable future. Oh, there you go. See? Dad jokes. I'm all about them.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
And it's only 8.
Concerted efforts shall be made to increase the participation of all rural. Okay, so I need to go grab a line because I'm a cheater. What? Singular sensation?
Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Consider should be made to increase participation of all rural and all party activities. So here were the action strategies for how to make that happen. I wish.
Well, you think of that. I'm gonna go play with this. I'm just here to look pretty now. That's why my camera's off, because I'm not very good at it tonight.
Do we stipulate that we have a affirmative action committee on every single county party? Or
We just said that it's up to the county's discretion.
up to the county's discretion, actually. Okay.
But we have SCC members in every county that are that can be fall into this policy and plan that we have power over. So quote unquote, maybe not really. Nobody listens.
Right. I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
SCC members representing these committees will be polled by the, what do we call it?
Standing Affirmative Action Committee.
On how to achieve this goal. It kicks the can down the road, but it also doesn't require us to have all the answers.
Yeah.
And it's the people that are actually under our jurisdiction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to speak to everybody in Zoom land. Okay.
Here's some information.
What? I don't care. Sorry. Okay, so goal.
So here I mean, this should be up to the Standing Affirmative Action Committee to create a list of like a calendar of events that.
This is a great opportunity for them to what? Work with the outreach committee again.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. To develop
No, go ahead.
To develop a calendar of events to attend and community organize, basically.
How about a calendar of community events to ensure DPH presence
Yeah,
whenever possible?
great.
Does that work?
That works for me. Get people thinking about, hey, should go out and
A communication committee though?
what's that about the communications committee?
The communications committee would be the ones to help get the word out about these things, but that could be two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah.
That'd be a two. Two people.
We'll embed the survey in that that calendar as well.
Yeah.
About the targeted community events.
Mhm.
There has to be a better word than targeted. The selected, the
was-
highlighted community. There you go.
There you go.
It sounds really bad. We're targeting you.
Yeah.
How does that look? Are you all happy with that?
Working
Yeah,
with the
it's
standing communications committee to get the word out about the highlighted community events. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Okay, the state challenge committee through the party chair.
So this was also one that was homework about,
Oh, yeah.
Island.
and I made a note on the side about this one for the multilingual outreach. I thought I did at least, didn't I?
Oh, it might be in the other one. It might be on the other thing.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me grab it because
I'm gonna go
I
back
know.
and since we all agreed to everything, I'm just gonna go accept all my changes while you guys find your homework.
Yeah.
Did everybody do their homework? Michael looks at Janelle.
I know. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I've been so busy. I'm not gonna lie.
I was focused on the survey, Janelle.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Where is
Oh, the teacher didn't do her homework. Ooh, I'm calling the principal. I'm not sure who that would be in this case, but
Yeah.
I'm the administrator now.
Wait, am I looking at so formatted affirmative action committee -2, right?
No, that's what we're on right now.
That's what we're on right now.
Right. No,
There's
I don't know.
could be another two in there. I don't know. Pull up the one that had the four. If you see the 14, that had, well, I don't know.
Hold on. Can I drop this into chat? Because I'm seeing it as there, but I guess I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh wait, I see it. Hold on. I think I got it now.
There we
Maybe.
go. Okay.
Beautiful.
Looks good.
Okay.
It looks actually doable too.
Yes, yes.
Ignore all. These are actual attainable goals.
Yes.
What a novel freaking idea. Kaiser plan. Okay.
Oh, am I here? Where?
Okay, you're gonna drop something in the chat for us. Is that what you see?
Is that well?
If you want, if you
Yeah.
have total replacement language, yeah, that would be the best. Just drop it in the chat,
Okay. Well, I mean,
or I can go grab it. Let me see if I can find it.
it's hold
I think
on.
it's here because I know which documents I'm working. Let's go all the way down.
I don't know. It's letting me copy this.
Doesn't like you.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh wait, it's not this. Wait, nope, this isn't it. Okay, it's not there. Maybe I don't know where it is.
I don't know what. I thought it was.
You're because you're in the, let's see. So what document is this? Oh, this is the one we weren't working off of for today. Oh, there you go. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
I found it.
Okay, so this might be too prescriptive, but this is what I came up with for multilingual outreach, and it needs to be formatted and everything, but
Okay, I'm gonna take it out of this because it's almost impossible to read.
yeah, apologies there, but
Take it over here, drop it in here. Replace this. It will now. Okay. The state party chair, in consultation with the state central committee, shall appoint a multilingual outreach committee.
or I mean, this can be. I wrote this so we can simplify that to the state standing committee on affirmative action will. We're just trying to get multilingual outreach happening and under the purview of the affirmative action committee. So they would be the ones who administer this. So I see here, blah, 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 okay.
Do we have anyone reaching out to the deaf community? Do we have sign?
There we go. We got to add that too, sign language and.
So those look like all action steps, Michael.
Yeah.
So it's not these aren't goals. They're all action steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the goal is to do, okay. I'm sorry, somebody didn't understand the assignment, so.
Sorry, yeah.
I go sit in the corner.
Okay, I'm extra.
You can sit with me. I didn't do my homework. So.
No, this is okay. Let's see, goal one, the actual goal is then
The goal is to expand. Yeah.
I guess I should say what that is.
And ASL and American Sign Language communities.
Wait, no. Communities and members of, and should I say American Sign Language?
You can just say outreach to multi-language communities.
Outreach to what?
Multi-language.
Communities. Because that encompasses all of that.
Now you say it after I type it all. You just want
In the corner too.
I know.
Okay, so I guess that's lowercase l.
Is that because this is gonna be my first convention? Is there usually a signer at the convention or any of the?
If
or
requested,
every-
we'll have one, and we do. There's this wonderful blind guy on the Big Island who's not coming this year because in 2018 there was no signer.
Oh,
Not blind. What? He's not blind. He was blind. He couldn't see.
deaf. I mean deaf.
Deaf.
Mm.
The deaf. Yeah, he's not coming because there was no signer. And then so I was like, I'm like, hey, I'll waive your delegate fees and I will ensure you I have a sign language interpreter. And he basically told me no.
Oh.
And I'm like, the chair at the time and the convention co-chairs at the time did not listen to his requests, multiple requests, which I found in the folder when I took over convention, and I'm like,
Yeah.
so yeah.
What are
So
you doing with that goal? That doesn't read as a goal.
okay, goal.
So expand or grow DPH membership amongst multi-language communities.
So expand outreach
Increase
or increase.
membership of the DPH from members of multi-language communities. Is that what you're, is that, did I catch?
Yeah. Increase membership of the DPH for members of multi-language communities. Yeah. Or well, yeah. Well, it's communities where English isn't the first language. So is that multi-language or is it?
Multi-language is inclusive of all, ASL included, right?
Okay.
You can put it in parentheses. Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, that's good.
How's that?
Yeah.
Is that more inclusive?
Yeah.
Multi-language communities.
Yeah.
You got 2 language.
ESL counts as
English is a second language, right?
so it's anybody, if that's the, so anybody who's so when I was the language interpreter outreach coordinator for DHERD, ESL actually encompasses, like, in the state of Hawaii, encompasses 28 different language, 28 different communities at last check. But that was 8 years ago when I was there. So,
Wow.
so that's where you get the multi
Language.
So,
Okay.
I get, it helps if I have a space. There you go. So
it should be the standing committee on affirmative action. Well, we can delete out all the prescriptive stuff that's like we're going to meet. But well, so who generates the plan?
well,
Go ahead. Sorry.
so if you, okay, so first thing, if you're gonna, this is an ad hoc committee.
Mm-hmm.
So the state party chair shall, so I'm gonna get rid of this, shall create a multi-language outreach committee. This committee, we're gonna,
Just
well, not, we're not, you like telling people what to do.
I know, Tony.
I'm like, they're gonna meet quarterly, and I'm gonna, if they don't, what are you gonna do? Go over to the house and beat them up? I don't know. Hi, Zoomland. My name's Tyler. Okay, why is that space there? Why can't I get rid of it? Okay. Oh, anyways. Let's find out what that is. The space is there because it's annoying. There we go. Okay, that's better. Shall create committee. 1B. This is 1C. Well, is it what? Oh, actually, this could all be.
And by the way, like, I mean, so I wrote this because I don't know. I wrote like it was like a field plan. So if it's too prescriptive, please tell me what we should edit down so it doesn't, because there's a lot of words here because I wanted to hit the specific languages that actually are spoken and I wanted to be able to affect like specific groups and communities who are out there, but at the same time, I know we want to keep it flexible. right? So,
Not flexible, dude.
yeah, I know. Well, this is why this is the reason why I brought it to the committee.
It's good.
It's good, but it's not flexible at all,
Totally.
dude.
Well, this is why I wanted to have the conversation, though. You know,
This is what the committee's here for. So,
Yep.
who's in the document? Tony, get your butt back over here into this document because I need to go to the bathroom. And you're going to drive the document.
Hold on a minute.
I don't know about quarterly though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a little
So-
much.
So
Here we are. Okay, here I am.
okay. So work on this section of this page until I come back.
From six.
3, 4, 5 is 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're all done. Now you have to go back or do you want to start up here?
No, I think 5 though. We need to change that quarterly.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's what I need. You guys work on 3, 4, 5, and 6. Work on that
Okay.
language while I'm gone.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Multilingual Outreach Committee will also oversee the process of translating the Democratic Party of Hawaii's website into the following 6 critical languages: Olelo Hawaii, Ilocano, Chuukese, Marshallese, Tagalog, and Spanish. So oversee the process of translating the Democratic Party of Hawaii's.
Tony, can we have that committee work with the communication committee?
Yes.
Because I feel like that's a heavy lift for just that committee.
Yep. Is that the Standing Committee on Communications or the? Oversee translating. Into.
I would just say committee to translate.
Okay.
So communications committee to translate the Democratic Party
Of Hawaii's
site.
into, we can,
Yep.
and then we can say into, is that the proper term, like that for Hawaiian? I think it is.
Yeah.
Ilocano, Chuukese, Marshallese, Tagalog, and Spanish.
Uh-huh.
Which, according to the state DOE, by the way, these are their top 5 most spoken at-home languages. So I figured that. Okay. Okay. So are we cool with this one here? So the Multilingual Outreach Committee will work with the Communications Committee to translate the Democratic Party of Hawaii's. Does that work? Oh, it did. Beautiful.
Yay.
Website into Olelo Hawaii. Olelo Hawaii, Ilocano, Chuukese, Marshallese, Tagalog, and Spanish. The multilingual outreach. Okay, so are we cool with 3?
Yep, looks good.
Mhm. It's
Okay.
good.
Okay. The Multilingual Outreach Committee will work with the Communications Committee as well.
Yep.
So to write a yearly political talking point 1 sheet as the base Democratic. Okay. That outlines the parties,
Mhm. Core values.
core values, and translate that document into the above mentioned languages, as well as Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Samoan, Vietnamese, Cantonese, Micronesian, Tongan, Thai, Indonesian, and Chamorro, and make this document and its translations available as a PDF online. Does that make sense?
Is this redundant? Because isn't the party's core values on the website?
Is it translated though? I don't.
But we're saying on 3 that it's going to be translated.
Right. Well, so so this was an organizing thing I was thinking about, is like, so if anybody wanted to go and have an event, for instance, they could then download like this is a
Oh, got
flyer and
Got
hand it
it.
out. But do we need to make a specific like a reference to that? Like basically, yeah, I wanted them to create like a piece of language literature.
Got it. I see.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand what the intent is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see what Michael has to say, and then we'll keep going. So once every 4 quarters. Okay, so here we change this. So the Multilingual Outreach Committee shall convene a DPH multilingual. Okay, so this is pie in the sky, but again, the point of this was to. So this is kind of redundant to the above mentioned point about finding community events, but I wanted to have something that, I mean, we can just strike this one because
that really is the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would delete it.
Okay. Okay.
Look, you
And
didn't
then
even need to ask me to tell you to delete that. You all came to it on your own. I'm so proud of you all.
And then the Multilingual Outreach Committee shall present a report to the State Chancellor Committee, showcase the track. Do we need 6, or how can we fold this into the above language that we've already put in, is my question, because I know we've already addressed something similar to this above, but.
Which item above are you?
I mean, so I feel this all is under the auspices of the Affirmative Action Committee, right?
Oh,
like
got it.
ultimately. So it's like because I basically wanted to show that we were actually doing something with this, which is the reason why this is here. So we could delete it because it is kind of redundant because above we've already asked for it.
Got it.
Well, I kind of like it. You just don't make it to the SCC, make it to the entire party.
Okay.
You can make it part of convention, or like the year that convention takes off, it could be a presentation that happens like the Friday before everything goes. So present a report for the for all members of the party, because if you're able to pull that off, it's something to showcase, not just to an elite few.
To the 2024 DPH convention.
State convention.
State convention.
Oh, I like this. Tell me to subscribe.
I think that would have to be in collaboration with the Affirmative Action Committee, because I feel like that would be included, right? As part of.
See, you're a better typer than me. Well, you spelled collaboration wrong.
Sorry, I am a horrible speller. You can check my Twitter profile for that. Poor speller with big thumbs. Okay. The Multilingual Outreach Community, in collaboration with this standing committee on affirmative action, standing committee on affirmative action, right? Is that what the terminology is?
I think
The Standing Affirmative Action Committee shall present a report to the 2024 DPH State Convention to showcase and track this progress, the progress towards the goals of multilingual outreach, and inform Does that read okay? The Multilingual Outreach Committee, in collaboration with the Standing Affirmative Action Committee, shall present a report to the 2024 DPH State Convention to showcase and track the progress towards the goals of multilingual outreach and inform DPH of their strategic plans for the future.
I like it.
Great.
That's good.
So we're gonna go over here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you go. Word by it. collect that, check that. This now stands as that.
It looks so pretty.
Go back to 4 though. I think there's the multilingual outreach committee.
Oh,
Working with,
Yeah,
will write
well, right.
or shall. Is it shall or will?
shall for us.
Okay.
Okay, looks good.
Okay.
Yay.
Actually, so it's no longer, this now becomes party chair. It all hinges on the party chair. Okay. At least you have a go-to person. You all can pick on whoever that is. There you go. Okay, so are we all happy with this, the way the document looks now?
I like it.
Mhm.
Woo! Okay. So if I believe I heard correctly, I'm going to rename. Okay, I'm going to rename this document that we were just working on. That would have been shit. Okay, you know what? Instead of name, we're going to go last modified and do it like this. Oh, there's still something in there. Okay, hold on.
Maybe you should just delete the other one so we.
Or put it in like an old folder or something.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of deleting anything. Because you never know when you're going to need it until we know we no longer need it anymore. So we know that this is a document working on. We're going to create a new folder, and we're not going to call it old. We're just going to call it
Current. Okay.
former documents. I'll know what that means, hopefully. Great. And then, so this goes in there. Oh, actually, these all go in there. Yeah, except for that one. Actually, there we go. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Move. Okay, and that's a draft, so I can go in there too. Move. Okay, so this is and I'm gonna rename it. To call it current. Okay, there we go. Survey questions. Let's see, how far did we get on here?
So I thought, so I was looking at the survey as it existed, and I just jotted down these notes, sort of noting the survey as it stood, just for my sort of questions taking away. Also, I misspelled disaggregate, so I apologize.
Okay, do you want to look at the survey first?
Yeah.
Oh, it's locked. Request access. That'd be you, Dr. Lori.
All right, let me see. I thought
You gave me I know I requested access earlier.
And if I could get you to switch ownership over to me.
Yep. Where is the forms? Am I adding collaborators?
Go ahead, yeah, add collaborators, and once you add me, then just make me the owner.
You're actually on.
Hmm.
Because you sent it to the 2022 CONV, but that goes bye-bye. Well, it's not gonna go bye-bye for a while. So you can make the 2022 CONV the owner,
Okay.
and then I'll just get into the folder as that.
All right, I did so.
Mahalo.
Yep.
Let's see. Look at all it. Mhm. And every one of those folders has a committee I got to deal with.
Oh,
Oh,
Lordy.
wow.
And then
Thank you.
the folders in folders, which causes the other committees to come up. And I'm just sharing my pain.
Thank you for your service.
I know, thank you. Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness.
Why is I'm not supposed to be in here as this. I'm supposed to be in here as this. Why am I? There we go. I'm going to close this out. What happened? Why am I? Okay, let's try this again. Shared with me. Where's my folders? People. There we go. There we go. Now I'm in as affirmative action. Affirmative action. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. See, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So if you if you go to hit control and click on it and it says share with, you open it up and you just make the 2020
already.
and just switch me over to owner. No, 2022 to owner at some point. So because I'll just, there we go. Okay, so here's the survey. The the Democratic Party of Hawaii Affirmative Action Survey. Embraces its historic commitment to the principles of full participation. The Democratic Party reaffirms its commitment. Okay. Okay, name. We're going to duplicate. We want
First
them.
name,
We want them in two different.
different fields.
Okay, I'll get to that later. Never mind. So just so yeah, we're gonna split that out. We're gonna make that optional. We're not gonna make it required because they shouldn't have to tell us their name if they don't want to. Email, that becomes 3. I'll fix that later. Or if somebody else wants to fix it, go for it right ahead. Phone number. Most people don't know their district, no matter how many times you give it to them. Address, not make that required. Okay. My recommendation is that before we go and number this, is that we ask all the questions we want answered at the top, and then we collect their
Contact info at the bottom.
Yep, their name and shit. As I call it.
Mhm.
So this video will not be safe for children. So I'll have to mark that when I post it. Okay, so here we go.
Should we include Mahu for gender? Or
we're gonna. Okay, so for race, we're gonna add. We are going. Let's see.
So, sorry.
Not multiple choice. We're gonna go to check boxes, so they can check all that apply. For Hawaii, we are gonna not because we want Hawaiian.
should we?
Yeah.
We're going to. Okay, so I don't think, we're not gonna ask the Asian question. We're gonna break it down to Korean, Japanese,
Chinese,
Chinese.
Filipino.
The Thai. Is this? Oh, is that right? I don't think I spelled that right. I know I didn't.
So are we aligning the questionnaire with the census questions?
Doesn't the census usually just have more general, but could we do like, so if you say Asian and then have all the subcategories underneath, is there a way to do that?
Yeah. In terms of that, the committee would have to, I think, I think we should have checkboxes for all the ethnicities individually, and then it would be on the data analysis committee to then, group the ethnicities under what the U.S. Census does. I don't think it would be
Okay.
that complicated to figure out at the end, and then this
So
way,
I have it with me. I mean, I have it in front of me. So the first one is white, right? And the example is German, Irish, English, Italian, Lebanese, Egyptian.
crazy.
The second one is Black or African American, Jamaican, Haitian, Ethiopian, Somali. The third is American Indian and Alaska Native. So, and then they have all these other checkbox, Chinese, Filipino. Do you want us to just add all of that?
It's not what I want, it's what you guys want. I'm just going in and putting the things that I know that we need to do, kind of thing.
Could also put in like Micronesian and
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Try that. Micronesian,
Tongan Samoan. Lori, I think as far as that, I think we're going to have to essentially aggregate the data on the analysis end when we get the reports. And I wonder if there's a way that we could just
because you have the Polynesian, you'd have all the Polynesian here, which would include your Micronesian, Tongan, Samoan, and the Polynesian. That would create that. So you have that pie. That pie is then that sliver of that slice of the pie is then sliced up again by that data. So it's going to require some manipulation of the data once it comes in.
Oh, and don't forget other, because you never know in case we missed something.
What was I going to put there? Oh, it was Tongan, Samoan. What am I? Tahitian. Is that right?
Yeah.
like Marcasian.
Add other.
Yeah. Where's my?
Why is that giving me that line? It doesn't like it for some reason.
I'm gonna, should it be Latin X instead of Latino?
Probably, but I did read an awful article about how some people find that offensive, but that's more in Texas. So
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I've heard that too.
Do you have Vietnamese?
No.
See, I know we're just gonna forget something.
I know, that's why I said
So-
other, just in case.
Yeah.
Uh,
So just for a point of reference, there was a census report on languages spoken in terms of the top 25 languages according to this Hawaii.gov census document I found. So Tagalog, Ilocano, so Filipino, Japanese, Spanish, Hawaiian, Chinese, Korean, Samoan, Vietnamese, Cantonese, Marshallese, Mandarin, German, Truckese, French, Micronesian, Tongan, Bisayan, Laotian, Thai, Portuguese, Pidgin, Russian, Indonesian, and Chamorro. And those are the top 25 languages, non-English languages spoken in Hawaii.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
Well,
Girl.
okay. Am I getting too because because Latinx is South America, right? But Spanish would thus be, or
if you
Portuguese, yeah,
oh,
or
Portuguese are
Portuguese.
not. Well, no, Portuguese are Portuguese. They're not.
yeah,
They're not part of the Latino.
Okay.
Right.
Spanish.
right.
Yeah, they. Especially here in Hawaii, you might get stabbed for saying that.
Oh,
So everybody on Zoom land, be nice.
Yeah.
sorry. I'm from New York. It's different.
I hear you.
So there we go.
Hmm.
We're gonna move this down. I'm gonna move Native Hawaiian up because otherwise we'll get yelled at.
Yeah.
And then if we do that,
Then American Indian, Alaskan Native, maybe move that up too.
then we go through all the Asians, as it were. We go through the and then Polynesia, then
Is there an option to write in, like, say if, for example, someone's like, no, I'm French. I don't know.
other. That's what other's for.
Does it allow them to type in what other
Yep.
is or no?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
It's not just other. It's you give them when you hit here. I'll show you. Let's preview. This is you need permission. What do I need? Permission?
You know, it won't let me transfer ownership. I tried to do it with to give Tony
Yeah.
because you guys are outside of my organization.
Why do I have it? Let's see. Let's try this again. Try it again. Oh, it won't. Okay.
It's okay.
So, yeah, but when you click other, you write it in. It gives you the thing.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Gender.
So for this, should it be male, female, male, transgender female, transgender male, gender variant, non-conforming, not listed, and prefer not to answer?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. You want to go with the yep.
Yeah, so hold on. Where's,
I'm gonna let you do that.
okay, time out. Let me hop in
When you
there.
do that, I'm gonna work. We're gonna go to the age
Gotcha.
question. The age is not going to be required. Or do we want age required?
Shouldn't be required because we're talking about ageism and you want to be more
Yeah.
inclusive.
Okay, but do we want a specific age? Or are we going to give them? We're leave it multiple choice. We're going to go.
What is it? Was it
16
18 to? Oh, they can vote 16 here?
You can register to vote.
Oh, okay, so 16
16
to,
24.
okay,
I'm just throwing things out. You tell me.
yeah.
what about the young? Yeah, how young are the young Dems?
16.
Okay,
Yeah,
16 to 24. 30, 25
Oops.
to 36.
Oops. Hold on. I made a boo-boo. Hold on.
That's why great thing it's all digital.
Yeah. How do I just press delete on the one that
Which one did you?
keep it trans,
two,
female, trans, male.
yeah.
Which
But how do I delete one? I'm sorry.
one do you want to get rid of?
X,
The second one.
right?
Male?
Oh, no. I duplicated item 7.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
okay, it's
Yeah,
gone now.
trash.
Thank you. All right, and then
So 30,
how do I add an
Janelle,
answer?
you and I are just like sitting pretty, like, oh, yeah.
I'm
37 to
not
what?
tech savvy at all. So
37 to what? 37 to
44.
4?
Yeah.
So 45 to 54,
Yeah.
and then 55, 64, 65 to 74.
Mhm.
Just tell me if you don't like what I'm doing.
Inclusive. Everyone counts.
Sure. But I'm wondering if we should like look up, where the generation ends.
Mm. Oh,
You
like
know,
just if it's
like the
millennials.
millennials, right, to just kind of, it would help with the reporting that, 70%, blah, 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 or 25% are,
Well, let's see. So what is it? So they're Z's, right? So
22. What is Gen Z? I'm a mom of 2 Gen Zs.
I'm a proud Gen Xer.
me too.
How do I where it says other, I think it should say not listed as the option. How do we edit that other text?
It says what did I do? There we go. Then not listed.
Yeah, not listed, because I don't like the putting it as other, because that in itself is kind of can be a otherism's a thing. So it should be not listed with the fill-in box. And
You can't
then
change it. It says other, and it has to be other, and you have to, yeah. So not listed or here you go. We just do not listed and call it a day.
okay, well, okay.
Okay, so
Female, male.
the cutoffs is Gen Zs are to 25. Millennials are 26 to 41. So I don't know if you want to make that cutoff there. Gen X is 42 to 57.
That's a really wide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
But that one should be broke out because that's a lot. That's a
You could break it up, yeah.
yeah. So that
Okay, so
The
what do you
boomers,
want the first one to
58
be?
to 67.
Okay, so what do you want the first one to be?
the first one's fine. They're pretty much on point. Well, yeah, because X is real. I'm surprised that's so.
Yeah,
That's
Gen X is a large. We got a large
Yeah.
slab.
We could split that
So-
up.
Yeah, the silence real large too. It says youngest would be 73, oldest 93. Do we have anyone on island older than 108? Wow.
No, not to my knowledge. Not in our party. How about that?
Okay. Well, that's a
What are you doing up there, dude?
Oh, sorry, I
There.
added a T. Sorry.
Okay. I was like,
All right, let's see.
okay, so going back to age.
I think because it should be
'Cause,
So
fine.
16 to 25. Because that'll take care of the Gen Zs. That's the first one.
16
Yeah.
to 25,
Yeah.
25 to 36, but this is the reason we need to take it to 36 is the cutoff for young devs.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
25 to 36. 26 to 41 is millennials. So can we,
Then we take 37 to 41.
okay,
And so then 42 this is 42 to 52. And just make it,
Gen X is 42 to 57.
take it to 57. That's fine. Okay, so 58 to what?
67 is boomers, boomer 2.
So 58 to what?
58 to 67.
Okay, 67. 68.
To 76.
76 trombones and
77 to 94 is post-war.
okay, we're gonna split that up there and go like that. How's that?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so when anybody asks why, we're catching 16 to 25 is Gen Zs. We do 25 to 36 to catch the rest of the young Dems, because of the young Dems, and the rest of that is we do that.
Or X.
The
Millennials.
42
Oh
millennials.
yeah,
Millennials.
Ugh.
So 25 to 41 is actually millennials, but we break it up because of the young Dems. 42 to 57 is
X.
Gen X.
And then yeah, so the rest of those are all the rest of the
Boomer silent.
yeah. Do we want to put that next to it?
Sure.
Oh yeah. So
In parentheses, yeah.
Gen X. This is Gen Z.
I can't believe how big Gen X is.
No, that's elder millennials is what 37 to 41 is.
I am not putting that in. Oh.
Generation Catalano or Generation Y is the other name for that.
Oh, I know.
Anyway.
No, these are millennials. They're not Gen.
Oh, there's millennials. Those
Yeah.
millennials. There's millennials.
Millennials part 2.
Yeah, millennials too. Yeah.
No, they're the millennials. They're like part of X. They're almost as cool as us, but not as cool.
No,
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Excuse me. We have
You realize this is being
have-
recorded, right?
Just kidding.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we need to stop recording.
Just kidding.
Okay, we're gonna finish this up later. Everybody, want to thank you for being here. On that note, we will be submitting the report. And thank you all for your time. We can't wait to see you at the convention. Good night.